Well, good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here on fairly short notice. It's much appreciated. I also apologize for not having been very responsive today to some of your inquiries. I try to be pretty responsive, as I think most of you know, but it was a very busy day, a very challenging day. And again, I apologize for not having gotten back to you. This morning at 8:30, I met with Kevin Wilson in his office for a continuation of a discussion we'd been having for a few weeks, and he and I concluded that the right outcome was for him to separate from Indiana University, and I accepted later that day, or today, effective today, his resignation based on the philosophical differences that we have regarding the leadership of the Indiana University football program. I want to emphasize that this doesn't have anything to do with the achievements of the football team on the field. I continue to believe we're very much going in the right direction. I very much believe we have the right trajectory, and I think Kevin Wilson deserves great credit for that and for his many contributions to Indiana University football. I also want to note this is, these issues aren't only not about the quality of the football team, but there are no NCAA compliance issues or any such issues as part of these matters. After concluding that we needed to part ways, Coach Wilson in Indiana University, I turned my attention to who would be the best person to keep up the momentum and lead us to another level. And I want to emphasize that those were separate determinations, that the potential availability of Coach Allen did not impact the decision-making with regard to Kevin separating from IU. That decision was made separately, and if Coach Allen had not been here or had not been willing to take on this new role, then we would be in a national search. In fact, I didn't talk to Coach Allen about this until after the meeting this morning, which is part of the reason why you might understand it's been such a busy day, doing an awful lot. So I guess you guys would say that may be bearing the lead of what we're doing here, but I'm very pleased that Tom Allen has agreed to be the next permanent head coach of Indiana University football. I'm thrilled that he's doing that. 24-year coach, deep Indiana ties, very connected to the Indiana high school football community. He's seen it on the highest level. He's been part of dramatic turnarounds in defense. Recently at Ole Miss, and then also at University of South Florida, and then here at Indiana with one of the biggest turnarounds of a defense in the nation, if not the biggest. I think Tom not only is a great scheme person and so forth on defense, but he is a leader of men that I think can translate and extend beyond onto the whole program. He is demanding and has a very high standard, but is not demeaning. He cares about his players, and they care back, which I think was in full demonstration recently when he just met with the football team and was introduced as for the first time as the head football coach. So as disappointing and challenging and sad as the separation is with Coach Wilson and his resignation, I'm elated and thrilled and optimistic about the future tenure under Coach Allen. What I'm going to do, if it's okay, is go ahead and turn it over to Tom to say some words, and then I will answer as best I can every question that everybody has. But I think it would be better to give him the opportunity to address you all before we engage in the Q&A. So, Tom, welcome to Indiana University as the head football coach. We're thrilled to have you here.
Thank you. Appreciate that, Mr. Glass, and just want to take this time to address everyone here, and just want to say, 46 years ago, I was born in Rensselaer, Indiana, into the home of a high school football coach and a loving family. I was raised a Hoosier. Remember watching Coach Mallory's teams play, respected the way he did it, grew to know his boys as great coaches in this country. Obviously, raised a Hoosier basketball fan, like most people in this state, especially when Steve Alford from my hometown came here and eventually led the Hoosiers to a 1987 national championship. I come before you humbly, blessed, and extremely excited, although with mixed emotions at this opportunity. I would like for my wife to stand, please. Tracy, she's here with us tonight, and our youngest daughter, Brittany. She's a sophomore at Bloomington South here in town. We also have a son that's a senior. We made the tough decision to leave him in Florida for his senior year. It was the best decision for him, tough on mom and dad. But he plays tomorrow night in the state semifinals for the Plant Panthers, and going to be have the opportunity to see him play for the first time tomorrow in his senior year. Also have a daughter, Hannah, who is a sophomore at Samford University in Birmingham studying biochemistry, and very proud of her and the work ethic that she has. I know I mentioned my wife, but my faith and my family are the two most important things to me. And I would not be here today without her love and unbelievable support. All the moves, some of them risky moves, leaving Ben Davis 10 years ago to get my foot in the door in college football. And she's been right by my side the whole way. I love her dearly. Appreciate everything that she's done. Also, I live my life by this principle that I'm going to work like it depends on me. I'm going to pray like it depends on God. And my parents are here with me tonight. Tom and Janet Allen, would you please stand? And I learned both of those things from my parents. My dad was my high school football coach. Very special man to me. The IU administration has given me an amazing opportunity. President McRobbie, I thank you. Fred Glass, thank you for believing in me. It's hard to believe this day has been an absolute whirlwind. Unbelievable. But I do know this. In the year that I've been here, it became very, very obvious to me of Fred's commitment to this football program, to Indiana athletics, through the facility upgrades that we've seen, the facility upgrades that we're about to see, and his passion for the student athletes at our great university. I obviously am only here because of many, many people. I think of the players of South Florida that believed and played their tails off, which gave me this opportunity here. I think of Dick Dolahan, Ben Davis, saw something in me and hired me, a legend in this state, and I owe a lot to him. I think of Chris Creighton, who's doing an amazing job at Eastern Michigan, taking them to a bowl game for the first time since 1987. He hired me at Wabash College in Crawfordsville, Indiana, right from BD. He gave me a chance to coach college ball when not many would. And I'll be indebted to him for that. Hugh Freeze gave me my first college defensive coordinator's job. He believed in me too, so much that he took me with him when he went on to Arkansas State and then on to Ole Miss. I'll never forget the people that believed in you. And then Willie Taggart. I'd never coordinated at Division I level. That was a fact. But he saw something, and he believed in me too. And then Kevin Wilson. Due to what we were able to do down there at South Florida, got a phone call from him. You know, transitions in this profession are hard under any circumstances, let alone this. My heart breaks for him. I never expected for this to happen. However, he believed in me and he gave me a charge when I came here to be the head coach of the defense, to change the culture in that side of the ball. And that's what we did. These players believed. They played with amazing passion and toughness. And they're relentless. And I was so proud of the way they competed every single week in a very difficult schedule. I wish Kevin Wilson nothing but the best. Indiana high school coaches, special group of men. I was one for 10 years. My dad was one for a long, long time. They're the heart and soul of this great state and our program. I appreciate all that they do. I understand what they go through, the challenges that they have. Their job of taking young men and helping them figure out life. So those coaches are always welcome here at Indiana University. I hope they're here as much as I was when I was a high school coach, watching practice, talking ball, learning, growing together. I'll be very visible in this state and want to ensure that we do a tremendous job recruiting Indiana, keeping our best players home. I have a vision to create a culture of accountability, toughness, and love. I believe in positive, conviction-driven leadership and the power of belief. I challenged our defense to embrace those qualities, and I will challenge our team to do the same. Our goal as coaches is to capture the hearts and minds of our players. You do that by earning their trust, investing in their lives, caring about them way more as a person than as a player. That takes time, energy, and effort. We're going to maximize every young man's talent. We're going to push them. Because I will tell them, I will push you, but I can't pull you. Because if I have to pull you, that means you're resisting. It's our job to find young men in this country that want to be pushed, that want to be great, that want to come to this great university and get a world-class education and play in the best conference in college football and have a chance to be special on Saturdays. Our immediate goal is to prepare for our bowl game. We're going to keep our staff intact, just guys around to make sure we have everything covered for this bowl game. and attack it with the energy and passion the only way I know how. We have a great staff of coaches that have worked extremely hard. I've spoken to each one of them already today. I have a lot of respect for what they do. And I just challenge each one of them. We're going to roll our sleeves up. We're going to pull together. We're going to go to work. Recruits. I was in a home at this time yesterday. Thought I was going to be in another home at this time tonight. Our whole staff, except for me, is out recruiting right now, selling the vision of this program that I so strongly believe in. And I can't wait to get back on the road. This time as the head coach, to get with parents, the decision makers, recruit them harder than we recruit the recruits sometimes. But it's an easy sell because we're part of a great university. Get them on campus and see how beautiful this place is. Our facilities are second to none and only going to get better. I'm excited about the future of our program. Offensively, we've been one of the best in the Big Ten since 2012. My challenge to them in the bowl game is to protect the football. It's precious. Run the football. That's how you win. Score in the red zone. That's my challenge. Defensively, that ain't going to change. We've established the standard. We're only going to get better. Special teams must improve. I was special teams coordinator at Ole Miss for 3 years. I fully understand the importance of that phase of the game. My goal for this program is to break through in 2017. We've been close. I joked about it at my last press conference. I'm tired of getting text messages from my buddies telling me how hard we play, how close we are. Those things are true. It's time to break through. Thank you all for being here. I'm very blessed to be the head coach of the Indiana University football program. Thank you.